So here is body cam footage of the shooting of an airman in Florida. The cop does announce himself, but he still stands away from the door so he's not seen, which is weird for a cop to do. You think if they're, wanting to check up on something, they would knock on the door and stand in front of it so when people open the door or look through the peephole, they can be seen. For some reason, the cop didn't want to be seen through the peephole.
Newly released body cam video shows the moments leading up to a deadly shooting of a 23-year-old airman. Roger Fortson was shot to death by a Florida deputy while inside his apartment. Fortson's family says they had the wrong man in the wrong apartment. NBC's Sam Brock spoke with the family and police and shares the story.
When an Okaloosa County deputy pulled into this Florida apartment complex, it took about 3 minutes for him to enter an office.
What's going on? I'm not sure.
And connect with an unidentified woman about an alleged disturbance.
Are they fighting or?
So he's unsure of what's going on, though he's still required to go there since someone probably called, and he talks to somebody who may or may not know what's going on as well. It's there's very little evidence to actually prove anything going on at the moment.
Something?
She eventually took him to the unit 1401, where she believes the fighting originated. That's where relatives say senior airman Roger Fortson was alone, FaceTiming with his girlfriend.
Sheriff's office, open the door!
After the deputy identifies himself.
See, I think it was weird that he stood by the side of the wall instead of in front of the door.
Twice, Fortson opens up the door with a gun visible by his side, but not raised. A split second later.
Step out.
6 shots.
He doesn't even say drop the gun or put the gun down or try to do anything to tell the dude to drop the gun. It's not pointed. It's pointed at the ground. So he's not a threat. And the cop still just opens fire. This is a murder. This isn't anything else. This is not an accident.
Shots are fired, and the 23-year-old's life is over.
At any point did the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Department say, we went to the wrong apartment?
The Okaloosa Sheriff's Department has not owned up to the fact that they went to the wrong apartment, as if he did something wrong, as if he was committing some crime. He did nothing.
We spoke to Fortson's mother, Mika, and her lawyer, civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump.
Yeah, and it's not a crime for a legal gun owner to have their gun with them when they open the door in his own house, so he's legally allowed to.
Shortly before the video was released.
There's a lot of doubt in my mind because Roger was the only person in his apartment. They said they was answering to a disturbance. Was he fighting himself?
The family's attorney says Fortson's gun was a legally registered firearm. And the sheriff's department this morning doubling down that they were in the right place.
I told Mr. Fortson's family this afternoon that they have my word. If this shooting is found to be unjustified, their son's name will be fully vindicated and justice will be served.
As the investigation.
So, yeah, if they only found him in the apartment, yeah, who was he fighting with? Like the mom said, was he fighting with himself? Was he, just yelling at his son through the webcam? That does not justify the cops visiting the house and shooting a person.
Investigation into the senior airman's death deepens. His family says the brother of 5, who was particularly close to his 10-year-old sister, set the standard for how to achieve your dreams.
He wanted everybody happy.
He was a caretaker for you, but he also was trying to show a better path for his family.
He was a role model.
Sam Brock reporting. Last week, the family attorney also released nearly 4 minutes of the FaceTime call. He says Fortson was on with his girlfriend when he was shot. The video shows what appears to be the ceiling of an apartment as a man, presumably Fortson, can be heard groaning and saying, "I can't breathe." Another man can be heard telling him, "Do not move, stop moving."
Oops. So the cop shoots the guy in the chest. He's complaining about not being able to breathe, and you're shot and still living, you're going to be moving and pain and stuff. And he tells him to stop.